Hey there, welcome back everyone. The waiting is almost done, finally. In around 24 hours, the Passe 4 will open and we will go against the opponents of Fire Camp, led by SN41, Kingdom 2941. In order to prepare to make a huge battle against this very strong opponent, in fact, if we see the leaderboard in the rankings, the Alliance killed us to 1719, which are our allies, and then immediately after against them, which are like 10 billion KP more than us. So the difference is not huge, but they will be definitely top opponents, so based on their kill points. In order to do that, we definitely need to prepare in the best possible options. And this is why I'm ready to unlock and expertise by Q and to make many other things. But before, we have to make some Thanksgiving. This weekend it was my birthday, and so I want to give a huge thanks to all who wished me happy birthday, but in particular to few people. The first one is our beautiful goddess Lady Freya, because even if she's not in the best period ever, she remembered to put a marker over my city that today it was my birthday. So thank you very much, Freya, for the dedication and also, of course, for the gift that you gave me with the flux. Another thanks goes to all those who made me a flux gift. So we are including Mr. Shadows of Death, which has a similar name to me, to Bad Beer, our daddy. Where are you, Beer? I hope you are doing fine. And finally, also to Boo. Boo 300, very nice guy. He helped me also with some stuff. So thanks everyone once again for the very warm welcome in the kingdom. Since when I'm in 3251, I'm extremely happy. And also thanks for the warm happy birthday present. Obviously, I cannot forget about So, one of our strongest whale for his kind words for my birthday. So, now we can go back to the topic of this video, which is the expertising of ByQ, but before we need to have to unlock him. So, let's see how many spins I will need to unlock him, as right now I have only 8 golden N for him. So, let's go and see if we are lucky this spin. Well, we are not lucky with golden heads, but for sure almost 2 days of speed ups are definitely good for that. Now let's also buy a 400 gems ticket to see if we are able to get him. Nope, we got 32 hours of speed ups, and now we got the spin per 5. Will I be able to get it? I hope so, because I don't want to waste too much gems on the Wheel of Fortune. Oh yeah, GG, a tons of useful speed ups. 45 plus 33 is like 70 hours of speed ups, almost 3 days, and 9 golden X plus 1 universal. This is just huge, the best poll I could ever have. So, GG, finally we are ready. It's time for it. With 17 golden heads, let's summon by key. Okay, now let's level him up. I don't take particular care about the tomes of knowledge that I use for him, because as you can see I have a lot, so I definitely don't care about spending bunch. So we will also speak about which are the best talent, or better, more than the best, the one which I like to use, because everyone of course has his own opinion and needing. Now let's also put some music in the background so that video won't be extremely too boring. So if the volume is just too strong, please let me know so I can downgrade it. Okay, so finally we are upgraded in a few levels. I will use him primary together with with Luce, because it's the best combination ever. Also, my 6th set is not fully finished, so I'd rather wait to see till Kingsland at which point I'm arrived, but we will speak about that while going on with the video. Here I think I definitely can go with some stars to make it faster. Okay, ready to go to level 60. And here we are. Let's go. Now, it's time to rise his skill level. I have a bunch of golden heads, so it won't be definitely a problem to max him. I just waited in order to ensure not to waste my golden heads. I was also thinking going for 5511 or 5515, which had been good, but at the end I just decided that the expertise would give some nice bonuses. Also, he's strong, so I won't care particularly about using these golden heads, especially as because I'm doing my second infantry set, so definitely will be needed for my infantry build. While waiting for the next archers, which will be insane, in my opinion. I think that we just move them to a further level, otherwise the community will just rage quit from archers to type. I mean, they have truly underestimated the player that play archers over here over the game, so there is too much disparity. This is why I decided to build a second infantry set, in order that if any troops type gonna get only one viable march or OP march, I can just run 5 marches without any kind of problem. And here we are, finally we can just expertise by Q. So, what about the talents? Smite talent is just too good not to do that. I mean, whenever this commander troops deal any type of smite damage, there is a 30% chance the damage are increased by 2%. So, especially now that you proc with Luce, it's just insane amount of things that you could do. So we're gonna max that. What about this? This commander troops deal 2 more smite damage of all type, but also take 2 more % normal damage, so we will think about that. To the bitter end, every 10 seconds after this commander troops enter the battle, gains a 0.5 bonus to all types of smite damage dealt, up to 5%. I would say I can skip these things, but definitely this not. I cannot and I don't want to skip that, because it's march speed, and this definitely helped. This won't be skip. Now I have still 11 points, so most likely I gonna give more march speed. More normal damage is nice. infantry health is nice. Then we have 2%, up to 2% attack. What about here? We have attack, we have health, but they are just alpha bonus. Or I can just go for this to increase my damages, but I don't think I will just go over it. Most likely I will go to give 2 points of defense, 1.5% more normal damage, and 1% more defense or health. The new text makes me difficult to decide at this point. It is nice also to reduce the chance of the march speed, but I don't think it's very useful, especially because the chance is only 10%. So I think for this time, for the time being, I'm gonna go to make more smite damage, which is enhanced by everything, also by pincer, which we're going to convert later, and also to the double axe to make more damages. So I'm gonna use this talent tree for now. I'm not sure if it is the better one, but I will try it and verify. Now it's time for converting finally our arch set to pincer. So let's go. But before that, maybe, before to waste conversion stone, I would say that it's better if I can open all of the armaments in order to see if there is something interesting. But even before, let's say where it is, I cannot not to buy the Writer of History bundle, which provide me once again 10 free golden heads. Free more or less, but the concept is still this one. Well, let's keep sending gold, otherwise I will make like Liete that keep failing alliance mobilization tasks, so I don't want to finish like that. Okay, now let's open the armaments. Here we have some interesting armaments to open. I think I will go everything to pincer, even if it's not extremely productive, because I could work on wedge and get the legendary inscription, but I'm just 5 to 10, so I can do this for pincer formation. In order to see if we can find any interesting. Increase the march speed of the wielder of 5% while outside the alliance territory is nice, but the attributes just suck. So I don't want to spend my time converting everything for the pincer one. I have some good amount of armaments, so we can also recycle a good amount of things to get more conversion zone for later when we're gonna fix all the remaining parts of the armaments that can be transmuted. I was hoping for few legendaries, maybe also from the blue chest, but probably I was just hoping for too much. Okay, last 20 blue boxes. Okay, here we have nothing. And here we have one, but the attributes just definitely sucks. So let's recycle everything. Okay, now let's open before the randoms. Then the purple. Oh, this one is nice, but also the attributes are not very good, so not useful for conversion. And now let's go with the random armament chest, legendary. Obviously not any inscription, but here we have this one is nice, but only one attribute. This one is nothing particular, and this one also one attribute, so I would say I can recycle them all. Okay, let's go. It's now time to open the purple boxes. Double inscription I will keep for last. No, this sucks, but what about this? Oh, 3.3 infantry ult. Let's pay attention. Alert, more counterattack damage on of types, 2.5%. Well, good, nothing exceptional. Pattern. Whenever the wielder troops receive healing or shield, it deals 2 extra damage for the next 3 seconds. Well, this is interesting, especially if you combine that with the new accessory which just came out for Smite, which I'm unsure if to build or not, but I don't think I will. But I will keep these things aside. It may be interesting with also good armaments. Now, let's go more. Obviously here, not any legendary because I was just too lucky before. What about here? 3% defense, okay. And this nothing. Well, gonna save this one even if there are not any inscription in it. Latest 2. And now finally we arrive to the legendaries one. Always for pincer. Oh, we have some with legendary inscription. Let's see. This one will be for a future arch set, in case I will ever do sieges, even if I don't think so. This one has a good infantry attribute for attack. This is bad, this is bad, this is bad, also this one. Mid, bad. Okay, let's go before to this one. Well clad, troop defense by 3.5%, but all the attributes suck. And finally this one. Oh no, the attributes all are bad, but guardians. It takes 2% less normal damage of all types. No, I think I'm just going to kick them all, maybe. I will keep maybe the guardians one, because also this one defense, but nothing interesting, so let's kick them all except for those two. Now, let's go. Okay, here this is bad, this is bad. Oh, the attributes are never good. Wow, this one is another one, ready for the siege set. What about this? Vengeful. Whenever the wielder troops launches in tap of basic attack, he gains 2 extra rage for every 10%. Okay, no, this is just useless. But this one, I will keep this one for converting or armament fusion in future. Okay, last 19. Okay, this one okay, this one okay. Ah, this is a shame because it's mid, otherwise 2 attributes would have been nice. I need higher value attributes in order to save an armament. The 3% attack is nice, militant. Oh, 1.5% more normal damage of all types. Well, I'm gonna keep this one. And finally, the latest 9. Okay, so bad attributes, definitely bad attributes, also this one. Come on, legendary with 0.5 all damages, really? Okay, also this is not interesting. This is Might. Wow. 2 more normal damage of all types. Now the matter is, will I ever be able to get an infantry attribute and lock it? Well, I can try that. Okay, Valkyrie cycle, but not this. And now it's time to make the sums. Based on what we got, it's time to assign the pincer formation to by Q and see which armament we got of interesting. So actually my William had this one, but it was just to save it. Oh, this all damage is 2%, is just insane. I could just try to transmute it, but I think I will keep this for the second set of Delta, most likely. But I already have a counter for it, so this is an interesting choice. This is mid, this is bad. I'm gonna keep this most likely and transmute it so I can place my Autarch if I got one, if we win this KvK. Now, what about this? Here we have the 2% damage if we get healing or shield and the more counter-attack damages, while here we have only a good infantry attribute, but here we have an infantry health, so I think I'm going for it. Now, Brave, which give 5% more counter-attack damages and a very good infantry attack, the best we can have, or just siege things. We can give this, and finally here we are. Enduring, what is that? More counter-attack damages, I don't want that. This one was good because it is 2% more normal damage of all types, but the attributes all suck. Guardian takes 2 less normal defect, but I don't have any really good attribute. Here we have Artisan, but I definitely don't need skill damage, while Militant is 2% more, but he has a good infantry. I will go hard and equip this thing. So in this way it will permit me not to convert my arch set, even if I have some good thing over it. Let's see one by one. This one definitely, if I keep the 2% all damages, it will just be insane, definitely insane. So I will not modify it, also because I'm gonna put the legendary inscription as soon as I have it. What about this Vengeful? The attributes are nice because we got a little down infantry health, but we have a very nice infantry attack and defense. And I gain a 2% rage, a 2 rage for every 10% units I miss, so I definitely can compare it with this one, where I got only one but infantry, which I can transmute, but I definitely have better inscriptions for counter attack and more damage, so I'm gonna keep that thing. Then we're gonna check about this one, serving skill damage resistance of the wielder troops by 4%, but the attributes are mid, so I'm not going for it now. Well, this one has no inscriptions, so I have not inscription over here, but what about the pincer? I have smite. It hurt because I have to convert everything, but I'm gonna definitely try for it. So let's go fixing this thing. I cannot do anything with this one right now, which sucks. So I think for now I should give this one. Or see if I have any inscription I can give on it. Oh, I can give balance. Just to... This one is useless, but at least I can convert my attributes. So if I want to, let's go. Come on, any infantry attribute? Infantry, I'm not asking for. Okay. Replace. Transmute another 8 pair and you're guaranteed to receive for the same troops type. On one of your locked attributes. So I'm gonna have to reset this thing. And it's gonna be extremely difficult. We'll discard the current transmutation, so if I go like that. Oh yeah, I can keep this shit. And now let's go with 2% infantry defense. Okay, it's not good, but I'm not like so well that I can afford to keep all these things. So like that is gonna be fine. Now let's transmute this one. 3, 4. So every time you accept even only one attribute, you're gonna lose the bonus. This definitely sucks. Definitely this sucks. This is terrible for just one things. Now I'm gonna lock this one. And let's see if I'm lucky somehow. Let's replace one attribute and now let's go. I'm not sure the choice is the best choice I'm doing because you reset it every time, but you receive only one attribute for the same type, so I'm not sure which is the best things to do, but I'm gonna check it. For now the stats are honestly mid, definitely mid, but this 2 damage is good and I also have a good amount of inscription, so let's see how many crystals and how many transmutation stones I still have, because I definitely need to verify it in order to understand how many of other armaments I can fix. Before, let's send more gatherers out. And now let's see. In the armaments I still have only 53 transmutation stones and 4 crystals, but this is big good. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna keep this thing for last, if we're gonna have new things. And now let's see. Here I have only one things that I have to modify. I can reset it, and now wow, 5, 2.2. Okay, nothing huge, but I liked it. Fantastic. So finally I have a decent set full finished for this one. Now my second infantry set is just as good as it is for arch, also because now I have one pincer and one arch and one skill which I use for CPO, so it's gonna be good. And now let's go over the archers that we're gonna have. This one is nice, but will be replaced soon because during the next upcoming Mattes Governor I will buy from the store 4 conversion stone and finally convert this legendary skill to wedge, or I just gonna wait, which I think it will be the thing I will do, and wait to convert it for the next skills formation that Lilith will announce at the end of the year. Anyway, let's go back over here to see we have only one things that we have to fix, which is this damage reduction against barbarians, but I need one crystal to be reset. Now let's see. 2% health, of course it sucks because the attribute is not strong as it should, but at least it's better than nothing before. Then what about our cavalry? Here we have only one march speed, but I cannot upgrade it because I have not any inscription that I can put over it, so not gonna be an issue. Here we have we got a second infantry set for infantry, which a good amount of attributes, to be honest, so I would not touch it because it still can be done something good. This one just sucks because I have not conversion on it, so I will just leave like it is, but I'm good with it because also that 1.9% all damage is just good. And now let's see our second archer set, which is already good like it is. I find honestly good, so I don't have any attribute outside where it should be. I will use it over Ashur primary, but right now I'm chaining, so I'm gonna use it over YSG. So let's see, we have this one which is full, the delta with cavalry with is full, archer is nothing more to see, same for this one with archers, and about this one I cannot do anything, so all my sets are good. Now I can just go and finish based on my luck this might. I'm gonna use only one transmutation stone, which is nice. Let's see if we're gonna get maybe something more, as it costs only one transmutation stone. Come on, could I get any luck, please? On okay, attention. Let's say we're gonna do like that and lock infantry and health, which are mid value, 2.6, 2.7, I would say is very nice. But now it's 5 transmutation stone for each time. Will we be lucky enough? No, because we will finish the stone definitely. And instead, no, we got it. 2.4%. Mid, but good. I have not to use any conversion stone, and now I made the full set which I'm gonna use. Definitely, those are not the best stats I ever had, but I will try use that. Even if the stats itself are mid, I still can use more time in future, more conversion stone to empower it, but at least I don't have any death attribute, let's say. And now we can finally test it out. Let's go. Time to make a few challenges. Okay, I should use the map gear, so let's give back to Ashur and Herman Prime all the set they should wear. In this way I can test in a proper way the Lost Canyon. Where is Herman Prime? Over here. Okay, so it's time for us to go with the map equipment. And let's see how to modify that. I would probably say that here I'm gonna delete my 2 infantry marches and use as first march Scipio Alex, and the second march composed by infantry by YQ and Liuce, which are definitely going on background. But here who we gonna put forward? Maybe Scipio Constantine. Definitely not the best combo ever. There is something better, but I don't have Ragnar, so I think Constantine gonna do a nice work. And on this side, which is where there is more people, I would not leave the archers with all of their AoE over there. I would rather go like this. So let's try. Let's keep in mind that my infantry march with Scipio has not full gear because it missed both of the accessories and the boots, but for the accessories I'm gonna work of it during this alliance mobilization by crafting Gritter's Glory. And also we're gonna go with Horn of Fury when I will have the possibility of doing so. And finally, the boots, if possible, I will prepare, or better, will definitely be possible to prepare before Kingsland. Before Kingsland, I will definitely have also the boots, so I will miss only one accessory, and most likely will be able also to play 6 marches on the Kingsland, depending on how things goes and how much my resources will be drained. So, ByQ is doing a huge amount of damages, and somehow my CPU is still alive, but most probably it's just because I've been lucky that I countered my opponent because he had no ByQ and Trajan had Martella secondary, so that's just the truth. I don't get eluded that my lineup grew so up in strength just thanks to ByQ, but we're gonna make few tests more. One constantly I've heard is the new meta now that there is ByQ. This lineup sounds solid to me, maybe a little squishy with 3 cavalry, but they will make a damn huge of damages, all skill damages, so that Herman will be super enhanced, and also it will be very difficult to beat. Now he's playing a 3 against 3 march, so we gonna move Arthur Pendragon and Herman Prime over here. Ashur over here. And over here. Even if most likely I will just swap in order to get more damages, because I think Zuj and Arthur have the highest output of damages, so let's see how things goes, and good luck to me. So the amount of damages that those guys do to me is insane, and also yeah, I definitely am going to take so many AoE damages. That's what it means to be a whale. I probably should have kept my Arthur behind. Because now their Arthur and Zuj gonna attack very hard on me. So, will the strength beat them of 3 against 2? Most likely no, because it's a 2 against 2 and Herman Prime is primary. But here we are, 2 against 1, the strength of the numbers. But both. Wow, what the hell is that gear? It's insane. It takes so few damages. Well, on my defense, I still did good. It was more than VAP18 for sure because of his troop capacity, so I would say still did good, but of course I have to work over my lineup as well. For example, over here, I see tons of damage that I can do with my AoE damages. So let's keep them over here to make more damage possible. Also here they have so many more troops than us. Let's hope everything will be good. And let's see. After this match, it's time finally to use all of the crystals I gathered to empower my techs and see which are the news of the latest day that come out about of this thing, which are just insane, and fortunately I didn't push till now, but we will see that in few time. Oh wow, they hit hard. Trajan Philip is very strong. Philip is like an update of Mulan, so Dimitri can do nothing, 3 against 1. Well, okay, sounds... Obviously I still have to work over it, but it's not a problem. And right now finally we can work over it, but before let's just take this daily quest. Okay, finally the time is coming. Time for us to make good usage of almost 6 million crystals. So these are the new techs. As you see, I just made the minimum in few things because I maxed out the economics 3 except for Barbariantis, bounties and KvK reports. I just stopped here because I needed to bring Star Metal Bracelet to level 10 in order to unlock larger camps. So the first thing we are gonna do, I think definitely, is to upgrade to the maximum level the unit capacity. Everyone will basically have it, I'm sure about that. So let's improve this, which already use tons of crystals. A huge tons of crystals, 2 million crystals I used just to max those. And now let's see how many crystals gonna take me out. Okay, all of the levels remaining are 400 and something. Fortunately the march speed is gonna cost a very low amount. Larger camps. Tomorrow I will also buy the Mountain Warfare bundle, so I will have tons of more crystals to be used, but till now let's do what we can and see how much are the real cost of the researches. So Runecraft, which require larger camps level 5, permit you to unlock any rune like from this one, but attention, because is not only for you. If you summon a rune, then everyone can pick it. This means that especially in smallest kingdom or kingdom which does not have a huge amount of whales, if few whales just unlock this deck, they have the crystals, then everyone can benefit of it. And this is insane, definitely, because you're gonna save 2.2 million crystals. Also for expanded formation, I'm gonna need larger camps to level 5. Let's see. Oh, Barbarian Bounties and Karaku Records to level 12. Level 12. Will I have enough crystal to see how much it is? Not sure about that. This is gonna cost a lot of crystals. Oh no, I will not be able to reach that. Also because look here, we need level 15 of both Karaku Records and the Barbarian Bounties to reach the larger camps level 5. Well, so just to unlock the next level, let's go for the special concoctions to level 1. I've heard that to increase the health level bonus, you're gonna have to increase also here the hospital capacity, which is not nice at all, because it just increase the hospital capacity, which not many need. Maybe in future I hope they will gonna fix that. And for rapid retreat you just need 2.2 million crystals, and only whales most likely to that, because you need to use gems to return the troops instantly. While here, in order to unlock only even the first level, you're gonna need these special concoctions to level 5. Obviously, I will not be able to upgrade it because I lack the crystals. I will do tomorrow with the Mountain Warfare bundle. But at least now we have a clear idea of the requirements. So let's see how much is the cost of level 3. Level 3 is, I need just like 30k more crystals, gonna be okay. And 2 hours and 52 is gonna cost. I will definitely need to increase this one in order to heal my T5 troops and reduce the resources cost, but not even this much, because I will also use mixed troops. So this means that for me it will not be a huge matter to heal troops. Of course, I'm poor of resources and I'm gonna use those who I have in my bag, because I don't want to touch my farm. I want them to make a good stock before to using them for the next upcoming KvK, but that's gonna be okay. I will wait for that. I have no hurry. I say tomorrow I will focus on increasing this one just to unlock the health bonus, but I don't really want it in particular. I mean, okay, the infantry health bonus is nice, but it's gonna cost a hell out of crystals, so I'd rather reach my zone 5 with all of the previous research maxed. So, especially, sorry, not for the siege units, but for infantry, cavalry, and archers. I want all of the stats maxed, which is more than achievable with Mountain Warfare, because I know that is achievable based also on how crystals I needed to max the researches now. Unfortunately, is a real shame that I won't be able before Kingsland to buy, because I'm just poor, the advanced treasures of the mine, because otherwise tomorrow I would have like almost 2 more million crystals to use, but that's gonna be okay. Now is just time to reflect over what we have over here. Oh, we used 25 million crystal, GG. and we got to use some speed ups, so at least we got 8 more hours of speed ups. Now I should just open the golden chest, so let's do that, and then I just needed to join 12 more barbarian forts for a total of 50,000 accounts, crystals. So yes, we can do that. Where is the keys opening? Over here. Let's use the keys to open everything, hoping for a luck in the materials, but I think, yeah, it won't happen, just because it would have been so nice to get any purple or legendary armaments, but in this way we can at least use the 100 golden keys. So let's unlock some more golden heads, let's recover a few resources and speed ups, and let's open also the silver while we are here. Let's empty ourselves, getting ready for tomorrow, where, as seen before, we're gonna go with a minimum of 6 billion each resources, more with foreign food and wood, and almost 1700 days only of universal speed ups, plus almost 40 of healing speed ups. So I definitely am ready for this war, and I definitely hope that, as by numbers, our opponents will be extremely tough. So I'm ready for it. I feel now the accounts to be ready, also the pincer formation with by Q, which I should select by favorite, and just with that you can see that is swapped to second position in order of power. It's just a shame the stats are so mid, but I'm happy with the things I got. I mean, I get while surrender 5% more counter attack, 2% more normal damages, more counter attack again. When I receive healing or shield, I make more damages, and then phalanx, which is useless, but it was needed to upgrade my thing. So I'm definitely happy not to have to use anything particular. And also, I mean, 47 legendary armaments to acquire to go to 1 to 10 and get an rare or special inscription. So who knows if I will be lucky. I will have to wait for way more armaments, because right now I am just at 0. Okay, here even with that I will not reach the level 3 of Kakonotis, but it's not an issue. I would have liked to make also some alliance mobilization, but I still miss 1.2 million gold, which is just too much for my poor gatherers to get. So for today, say is everything, and don't forget to follow us tomorrow for the pass for war. It will happen at 15 and 17 UTC, and we're gonna register it obviously and being live. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel in order to get always advised or when we're going to publish the videos, and to stay tuned with the latest update, not only for the channel but also for the Kingdom 3251. So I wish everyone a good day and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.